going on? Dan. So let's see, today's Friday the 29th, I believe. Locked and loaded, ready to head up to Grayling, Michigan for one of our club, the Glass City Crawlers events that we do up there called Snoway Dude. So I got the excursion ready to go, trailer, Sarge loaded up. It's gonna be a good time. We got a little special surprise for you guys later on. We have we're gonna have a pretty cool convoy on the way up there, so wait and see. All right, we're on the road. There's Sarge, and then guess what else we got here? Oh,
which was me.
Little Gilligan with Brian. Oh, Lil Beast, Brad and Ken's. What's up, Brad? Ready to do it?
Oh yeah.
Locked and loaded?
Locked and loaded.
So we got the trifecta going on. And then we have the Nissan Titan. Ready to go. New sliders. Hey, ready to rock?
Yeah.
On our way to Snoway, Grayling, Michigan. Tow rig looking good with the new lift. New mirrors. We'll see you guys there. Oh, there's the man, Brian Gilligan. All right, we'll see you guys. Hey, what's going on? All right, so a little update. I know at the beginning of the video, we were all taking off, heading up to Grayling, Michigan for the Snoway event. Myself, Brian Racy with Gilligan, Brad and Kenzy with Lil Beast. So all three of them gonna convoy up from Heartland, Michigan, all the way up to Grayling, Michigan. So it's pretty cool. You know, we all met up, convoyed all the way up to Grayling. Got all checked in at the hotel. Got everything off the trailers. And then we started off by doing a GPS scavenger hunt. Basically, the club sets up, I think there was 14 or 16 signs that are staked in the ground or on trees or on fences, various places. And then we're all handed GPS coordinates. So it works out great. So we had a team of 3. Myself with Sarge, Brad and Kenzy with Lil Beast, and then our friend Eric, who had that red Explorer that he sold, and now he's running his Nissan Titan. And that thing surprised so many people. Hopefully Brian and Eric's channel will show some of that. So we had a blast, did the GPS scavenger hunt. Brian with Gilligan wasn't part of it because he was up there with the club president setting it up, so it wouldn't be fair for him to be on a team. So that's why he wasn't in it. So we rocked out. We each had a co-pilot. So the co-pilots did all the GPS mapping for us, and then we took turns rotating the next coordinates. And we actually ended up taking first place. So we found all the points on the map, and then we did it in the fastest time. So we had a blast. Came back to the hotel, relaxed, had dinner. And then we did a little night run. And that started out awesome. And I actually think it was our first obstacle was a kind of like a snake hill climb. And I was like number, I don't know, 6 or 7 to go up it. Wasn't concerned at all. Obviously, Sarge does pretty good. Got all the way up to the crest of that hill, and then the trance just went zoom. I had nothing but neutral. No matter what gear, first, second, third, reverse. So it was a little unplanned surprise, right? So, got back to the barn. We continued our trip up at Grayling. Me and the wife and the kids were up there. We spent all day Saturday at the hotel, at the pool, and got some local barbecue and everything else. So we still made the best of it, even though everyone else was out on the trails. And then later on Saturday night, they did another night run, and Brian with Gilligan let me ride with him. And then I went out to the parking lot to, jump in the truck with him, and he was in the passenger seat. He said, "You're driving, bro." So it was really cool. Brian let me drive Gilligan for the first, 45 minutes. He told me I could keep going, but I'm comfortable with my truck. His truck's a little bit different than mine, and I really just wanted to relax and enjoy the ride. So, but yeah, shout out to Brian with Gilligan for letting me, get some driving time in. So then fast forward to Sunday, we checked out the hotel, headed home, got home safe and sound, good to go, unloaded. I brought Sarge to the barn, got it winched inside, and got it right up on the hoist right away. So, got it up on the hoist, and what did I do? Well, yanked the transmission out right away. Did a few tests on it, this and that, see what was going on. But a couple of videos ago, I did an update on Sarge 2.0, which is this 94 Explorer. And I currently have an Atlas on order from November. So just quickly thinking about stuff. It's like, well, I got to rebuild my trance again, and I got to blame it on the trance shop I had do it here. I've had nothing but problems with this transmission, but meanwhile, Brian's running a C4, just no issues. People are drag racing with C4s with high horsepower motors. This is like the third time I've had an issue with this transmission. So, since I'm pulling the trance out, and obviously needs to go through and get a rebuild, I have an Atlas transfer case on the way. I started doing some research. Me and Brian started doing some talking. He's like, well, why don't you check out an AOD or AODE or possibly a 4R70W? So I started looking into it. And the more and more I started reading and researching, I made my mind up pretty quickly that I'm going to get into a 98 to 03 4R70W transmission, which would be out of a Explorer or Mercury Mountaineer 5.0 V8 four-wheel drive. Or third vehicle would be a 97 to 03 F-150 with the 4.2 V6. Shares the same bell housing bolt pattern as the 5.0. So I decided I was going to go with the 4R70W transmission. And I was like, well, shoot, what do I do with the Atlas? So I called Atlas first right away, explained my situation. I got something on order. I'm going to go to a different transmission. I saw they offered a kit for an AODE, and whatever, where you basically get a new output shaft and the extension housing and all that stuff. And that's around $650 for that. So I talked to a guy at Atlas, and he said, well, really, you no longer have to buy that whole change up for a 4R70W. You can have an Atlas shipped to you with a 31 spline set up for that extension housing, from that Ford extension housing from the Explorer or F-150. It just requires a 3/4 inch spacer, or if you wanted to cut down the output shaft on the spline end, which I'd rather just run the spacer. So after I confirmed with Atlas that what I needed to know for the new transmission, I then called Dave's off-road supply where I had ordered the transmission, or the transfer case, sorry. And again, explained to him what was going on. And he's like, well, I need to call and talk to Atlas to make sure that your order hasn't been started to be built yet. Well, thank God that it was not started yet, and I was able to change my order for the new transmission. And then also, I originally had it going for the C4 transmission out of Sarge with the 1310 U-joint size yokes for my current drive shafts, which I knew I had to change in the future when I went to Sarge 2.0 in the Explorer. So anyway, I got to skip another step there. So it's coming made and ready for the 4R70W with the universal 1300 series flanges on the output side of the rear and front of the T-case. So I'll be ready to go for the 1-ton axles. And then I also had them send me the universal cable shifter kit instead of using, I think originally I had like a universal style early Bronco twin sticks coming. So I figured with the new truck, I'd rather just have the cable shifters and hopefully be able to mount that a little bit more comfortable and ergonomic in the cab. So yeah, all that stuff's worked out. Hope he doesn't.